Thank you, Amit. Thank you very much. Good morning, everybody, and welcome. Welcome. It's so nice to see you here. And I welcome you to the 2019 GIIN Investor Forum. And I welcome you also to this beautiful space, the Beurs van Berlage, in the heart of Amsterdam. Now, you might, over the day, experience the narrow hallways and small rooms that come with being in a historic building, but I hope you take a minute to appreciate the simple and elegant beauty of this space. Now, it's a former stock exchange, and a former stock exchange certainly seems like an appropriate gathering place for us as the largest global network of impact investors. But there is more to this story, actually. Our architect, Hendrik Petrus Verlag, was also a philosopher. And in 1905, he wrote, "But when I speak of ugliness in the realm of the spirit, I am referring to the total lack of what one might call a common purpose in our existence, a sense of working together towards one goal." In fact, and I find this fascinating coming from the man that designed the stock exchange, his writings emphasized community, purpose, and spirituality. And he had a distaste for materialism, individualism, and what he saw as the rising tide of money worship. In his designs, he wanted materials to be used for their fundamental purpose. He wanted them to be used truthfully. So now you see that this former stock exchange, this conference that coincides with the 10-year anniversary of the Global Impact Investing Network, we will all be asking ourselves, what if we used our investments truthfully? What is the fundamental purpose of investing? And what would the world look like if we embraced the sense of common purpose that I believe Verlag would have encouraged us to do? So I'm honored that you have entrusted me to captain us through the next 2 days. And I look forward to hearing from all of you your reflections about the content that we have to share with you. But this is your time we're spending here, and this is your conference, and you have an active role to play in the next 2 days. And so I encourage you to be an active participant. When you attend sessions, ask the questions that you want asked. And because nobody can be in more than one place at once, I encourage you to follow the GIIN and Amit on Twitter. Use the lunch and the networking breaks. And use the app, which allows you to find people who share your sector, geographic, and investment class preferences. Find a GIIN staff member. We're all wearing yellow lanyards. I'm not at the moment, but I will be. Find us and tell us what you think. Find a GIIN member or one of our leading Investors Council members and tell them what you're working on. Use the opportunity of this network to help you do your work. Because the thing we hear over and over again is that what you want most is real information that you need to make real decisions about real things you're struggling with on a day-to-day basis. And all of those tangible solutions are here for you, from the conference design to the experience found among the 1,200 of us from 65 different countries. But you need to do that and find that information. So let's take a stab at practicing that. I'm going to ask you to just pause momentarily and turn to someone next to you that you do not know. Don't tell them your organization or what kind of work you do. There'll be plenty of time for that over the next 2 days. But just tell them your name and the one thing that you will accomplish over the next 2 days. Well, let me introduce, before we introduce our opening plenary, I do have a very special announcement to make. We are extremely honored to have a very special guest joining us in the audience for 2 of this morning's panels. We will have longtime advocate of a more inclusive financial system, Her Majesty Queen Maxima of the Netherlands, sitting in the audience for 2 of this morning's sessions. When she arrives, we will ask you to please rise and remain standing as she finds her seat. And when the sessions are over, we will also ask you to please rise and remain standing at your seat and allow her to exit first. We believe she'll arrive mid-morning. So with that, I'd like to call up our opening plenary. They're going to have a fantastic conversation that will pick up right where Amit left off. They're going to talk about the interplay between impact investing as a powerful and specific tool for change and the incorporation of an impact lens across investment to drive powerful transformation in our financial markets.